What's up guys, it's TMCore1999 again, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Masion or Mason, however you want to say it, half mechanical gaming keyboard. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. So as you can see, here's the box. Pretty simple basically, just tells a few things about it. It's got mechanical like switches, so basically that means you have a mechanical actuator basically that pushes down on top of a membrane. I don't know if that's really the right way to put it, but it is. It comes with 7 different colors, Windows lock, basic things that you're going to expect on a gaming keyboard. And yeah, that's basically that. So let's go ahead and take a look at the actual keyboard itself. As you can see, the keyboard features a frameless design, basically meaning that there's no frame around it, which is I mean, you're either going to love it or hate it. Personally, I prefer to have a wrist rest, but I will say, though, about the frameless design keyboard, it does look quite nice. It gives it a very modern, clean look. As you can see, it's very simple looking. Nothing too fancy going on here. Build quality-wise, it is actually extremely well built. It's made of aluminum on the back, as you can see. All aluminum, very solid, barely any flex at all. You get little feet with actual rubber on them, which you won't even see that on some high-end expensive keyboards, so that's very nice. What you're looking at feature-wise is you got your basic media keys on top here, Windows lock, you got lighting control, breathing effect for the lighting, which basically means it fades in and out of the different lights. Switch-wise, like I said, it's a membrane keyboard, but it has a type of half mechanical, so basically underneath the keycap, you're looking at a mechanical looking switch, but basically that's only pushing down on a membrane. So it's not really mechanical, but I mean, the closest mechanical switch that I would call it to would be the Cherry MX Brown, maybe. Not quite, but very similar. So, let's go ahead and take a look at the lighting. Okay, so as you can see, I have it plugged in now and it's lit up pretty nicely. There's red, you have green, blue, yellow, cyan, and purple. And then it just basically, and then white too, yeah. White. So then it just turns off after that. So if you hold down the function key and click that, as you can see, it'll change between the different colors, which is pretty nice. Now personally, the brightest color would probably be, the brightest color is definitely the green. That really does show up really well. It's nice looking. It does have very good backlighting. I would like it to get a little bit brighter because this is as bright as it gets. You can adjust the brightness by holding down function and then using the page up and down. So as you can see, I can turn down the brightness or turn it off completely. I personally would keep it all the way at the top. Of course, you have your, like I said before, your basic features. You have Windows lock, which is really nice. Basically, it disables that Windows key. So if you're gaming, you don't want to accidentally hit that. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at the actual performance of it, and I will do a quick comparison between this and my actual mechanical keyboard that has Cherry MX Blues. So let's go ahead and listen. So as you guys could tell, they're very different sound profiles compared to a standard mechanical, because basically on this type of keyboard, you're getting the sound when you're coming up, not going down. One last thing I would like to say, guys, about this keyboard build quality-wise, is it does have a braided cable, which is very nice, because my Logitech G710 keyboard, which is much more expensive than this, more than double the price, doesn't even have that, so this is definitely getting some very premium features at its relatively low cost. Another thing, this is sort of a negative that I don't like about it, is your backspace key is a little tiny key. It's the same size as a regular key. So what I found myself doing is when I was typing, when I needed a backspace, I would accidentally hit the enter key because it's a very large key instead of the backspace. That's just a minor complaint though. Overall, it is a very decent keyboard for the price you're getting. Would I recommend this to anyone? Well, if you have a standard membrane keyboard and you don't want to spend, you know, $100 or so on a mechanical, but yet you still want to have a decent keyboard that feels nice and works nice, then yes, I would recommend this. If you currently have a mechanical keyboard, and no, I wouldn't recommend this over mechanical unless the mechanical keyboard just doesn't work anymore, which is very unlikely. But overall, I would rate this probably an 8 out of 10. The only cons being, of course, the very large enter thing, which is nice, but also bad for me personally because I'm always hitting it instead of backspace. And the other con would be not having a wrist rest, but of course you can add one on, which is really easy. So overall, yeah guys, it's a pretty decent product for the price. I'll leave a link in the description below where you can purchase this. I hope you guys like this video. Please comment, rate, subscribe. See you guys later.
I'ma try it out. I'ma try it out. I'ma try it out. I'ma try it out. I'ma try it out.